I'm Adam from RFOXiA, from our real lab. Today we're answering the question nobody in embedded systems bothers to ask out loud. What is your barometric pressure sensor actually doing, and why does your drone depend on it to hold altitude at all? Enjoy our new soundtrack at the end of the video. Let me tell you about a sensor that is on nearly every serious embedded platform, is listed in nearly every hardware spec sheet, and is understood in meaningful technical detail by almost nobody who integrates it. The barometric pressure sensor. Every tutorial mentions it. Most tutorials tell you it measures air pressure. A few of them helpfully add that air pressure changes with altitude, and then they move on, apparently satisfied that you now know everything you need to know. You do not know everything you need to know. You know one sentence, so let us start from the beginning, which is where I apparently have to go every time. The atmosphere has mass. That mass exerts force on everything beneath it. At sea level, you have roughly 101,325 pascals of pressure pressing down on you right now. You cannot feel it because you are made of meat that evolved to be in equilibrium with it. Your barometric pressure sensor, however, can feel it and measure it to a resolution of about 0.0015 hectopascals, which at sea level corresponds to roughly 12 centimeters of altitude. That is the LPS22HH from ST Microelectronics, which is the specific sensor on the Multinav Pro Plus Sensors module. Now here is the part the tutorials skip. As you move upward through the atmosphere, there is less air above you. Less air above you means less mass pressing down. Less mass means lower pressure. This relationship is not linear. The atmosphere compresses under its own weight, so pressure drops faster near the surface and slower at altitude. But for the range of altitudes a drone, a wearable, or an IoT device operates in, it is close enough to linear that a simple formula will serve you well. The barometric formula. You take the pressure difference between your current reading and a known reference, you apply a scale height factor, roughly 8.5 kilometers for Earth's atmosphere at standard temperature, and you get an altitude estimate. On the LPS22HH, this whole process happens in under 3 milliseconds. GPS takes anywhere from 200 milliseconds to 30 seconds depending on whether it has a fix. You do not use barometric altitude because GPS is unavailable. You use barometric altitude because it is faster, it does not require satellites, it works indoors, it works in canyons, and it updates at 200 Hz. Drones use this constantly, and most drone builders do not think about it. When a drone is in altitude hold mode, it is not holding position by looking at GPS. GPS gives you maybe 1 to 15 meter vertical accuracy, depending on your module and your satellite geometry. That is useless for maintaining a stable hover at 3 meters above the ground. What the flight controller is actually doing is running a PID loop against barometric altitude data. The barometer is giving it a continuous, high-frequency stream of altitude changes. The GPS is giving it a slow course confirmation that it has not drifted into a different neighborhood. These are not the same job. They are not substitutes for each other. The LPS22HH updates at up to 200 Hz. This matters because drone dynamics are fast. A gust of wind at 10 meters per second changes your altitude meaningfully in under 100 milliseconds. If your sensor is updating at 1 Hz, your flight controller is flying partially blind during that entire interval. If your sensor is updating at 200 Hz, you have an altitude correction ready before the motor response would even complete its ramp up. Now let me tell you about the other thing barometric pressure does that most embedded tutorials pretend does not exist. Weather prediction. Pressure does not only change with altitude, it changes with weather. A high pressure system is a mass of dense descending air. It brings clear skies and stable conditions. A low pressure system is a region of rising air typically associated with cloud formation, precipitation, and turbulence. As a low pressure system approaches your location, the barometric pressure at a fixed altitude will begin to drop, sometimes hours before any cloud is visible. A drop of more than 1 hectopascal per hour is generally considered a significant pressure fall. 3 or more hectopascals in 3 hours is a rapid fall, which historically correlates with incoming storms. This is not complicated atmospheric modeling, this is a single sensor reading a trend in one variable over time. For an outdoor IoT device, this is useful because it tells you something is coming before it arrives. For a drone operator, it is useful because a rapidly falling pressure can indicate increasing wind, turbulence, or visibility changes that you would rather know about before you launch. For an environmental monitoring node, it is the core feature. The LPS22HH on the Multinav Pro Plus Sensors module outputs pressure, altitude, and temperature readings that can be logged continuously, analyzed for trends, and used to contribute to the RFOXiA data network, where that environmental data has real economic value to the people who buy it. There is a practical integration point I want to address directly because I have watched people get this wrong repeatedly. Barometric altitude is relative, not absolute. When you power on your board, the LPS22HH gives you a pressure reading. That reading corresponds to some altitude above sea level, but you do not know what that altitude is unless you also know the current sea level pressure at your location, which varies continuously with weather. If you are building a device that needs absolute altitude, in meters above sea level, you need to either fetch the current QNH value from a weather service or use a GPS-derived altitude as your reference baseline and then track changes from there with the barometer. If you are building a device that needs relative altitude, how high you are above your launch point, you do not need any of that. You sample pressure at launch, treat that as zero, and convert all subsequent pressure differences to altitude differences. This is exactly what most drones do, and it works extremely well in practice. The LPS22HH has a second feature that is also frequently ignored. It has an internal hardware interrupt that can fire when pressure crosses a threshold or when pressure is changing at a rate that exceeds a programmed value. You can use this to trigger an event without polling the sensor continuously. On a low-power IoT node that is trying to stay in sleep mode, this is the difference between burning through a supercapacitor in 6 hours and making it through 24. The Multinav Pro Plus Sensors module puts an so that is what barometric pressure is actually doing in your system and why ignoring it is a design decision you are making by accident. Now let me show you the hardware that puts all of this on a single board. This is the Multinav Pro Plus Sensors module, 7 sensors on one board. The LPS22HH you just heard about is here alongside an accelerometer, gyroscope, magnetometer, temperature, humidity, and air quality sensor. Everything your embedded system needs to understand its physical environment, consolidated into a single I2C addressable package. Motion sensing and environmental sensing are different jobs, but they belong together in serious builds. The BMI 270 handles inertial data at the rates drone flight controllers require. The LPS22HH, the MVH 4003D, and the ZMOD 4510 handle the environmental side, pressure, temperature, humidity, air quality, all streaming simultaneously without contention on the bus. The component choices here are not commodity parts. The BMI 270 is Bosch SensorTech's flagship IMU. The LPS22HH is ST Microelectronics high-resolution barometric sensor. The TMAG 5273 magnetometer is from Texas Instruments. The ZMOD 4510 air quality engine is from Renesas. Each of these was selected because it performs at the level the applications demand, not because it was the cheapest option on the BOM. All 7 sensors share a single I2C line. Each has a dedicated address. There are no multiplexers, no bus arbitration workarounds, no address conflicts to resolve in firmware. You connect one pair of wires to the module and you have access to every sensor on this board. The I2C implementation is clean by design, not by luck. 24mm by 18mm, that is the entire footprint. This module fits on a drone arm inside a wearable enclosure on the nose of a UAV where GPS and pressure data have to coexist in the same small space. Compact design is not a marketing attribute here. It is an engineering constraint that was solved before the product shipped. Real-time environmental data means data that is fast enough to be actionable. The LPS22HH updates at up to 200 Hz. The BMI 270 is equally fast. When you are flying in changing weather or monitoring an environment where conditions shift in seconds, a sensor that updates every minute is not real-time. It is a historical record. This module was built for the former. Drone stabilization, weather monitoring, indoor navigation, precision agriculture, environmental data networks, wearable biometric platforms, robotics, field research equipment. The list of applications for 7-sensor environmental and inertial data is not short. The Multinav Pro Plus Sensors module is $39. It is FCC certified. It is in stock. The gap between what this costs and what this does is the reason RFOXiA exists. Each barometric pressure sensor on your board so you can finally use altitude and pressure data in your project instead of just nodding along when someone mentions it. I have been in too many design reviews where the barometer is listed under sensors, nobody asks what it does, and the firmware team ends up reading 1 hectopascal of pressure data directly into a variable called altitude that is never referenced anywhere else in the code. That sensor is telling you something. It has been telling you something this entire time. The least you can do is listen to it.
Seven signals in the dark. Every axis, every arc, the pressure dropping overhead, the temperature that overhead, the temperature that fills with dread. I feel the tilt before you fall. I read the field behind the wall. The story that the data holds, the story that the data tells. I sense what you cannot see. Magnetic heat, motion locked humidity, motion locked in real-time streams. The world decode not what it's. 7 sensors, one board, one truth. Every shift and every move, the invisible made visible now. The environment speaks, I know how. Ow. Gyroscope on the edge of flight. Accelerometer reads the night equality through industrial air. 3-axis matter to wear. Humidity shifts before the storm. Pressure maps the rising norm. All 7 running, all in sync, faster than you stop to think. I sense what you cannot see. Magnetic heat, motion locked humidity, motion locked in real-time streams. The world decode not what it's. 7 sensors, one board, one truth. Every shift